Hey there, Aries, Sun, Aries, Moon, Aries, Rising. How you doing? So happy to see you. All right, we're going to take a look at the energy around October 25th through the 31st. For those of you that celebrate happy Halloween to you. This is the energy where we are at the time of the year where the veil is thin, and it's a great time to connect in with your ancestors and say hi or do a little forgiving and healing. Okay. I was wondering if you were going to get something. All right. So, interesting. Okay. So you just had a full moon, right? How did it feel? It was pretty well aspected to create some major change going on in your life. And it appears that might be what goes on here because you have your sword make the change. So I think something was brought to your awareness like, hey, we're going to have to make a change here. And I think this week there's a lot of energy supporting you making a change. I think that the change is more on the internal than the external to get started. But I do believe that you will be supported as you move forward with this. We do have a new moon coming up, a great time to plant seeds of intention. Your ruling planet is Mars, and Scorpio new moon has two ruling planets, but one of them is Mars. And so that would be a really good time to plant some seeds of intention, and that'll be Thursday the 4th. So, okay. All right, so we start out the week with the moon in Gemini for most of Monday during the day. If you are in the United States, it doesn't get into Cancer until 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So like in England or whatever, you guys will be in the energy of this of Gemini moon for the day. So, okay. Moon in Gemini has really great aspects. It is going to be in trine. Again, a trine is that nice flow of energy, right? With Jupiter, which likes to expand ideas because it's up in Aquarius, and with Mars. Mars, your ruling planet, over there in your 7th house of partnership, Libra. And Libra wants to create relationship balance. And so there should be a great flow of energy around creating ideas that way. And then the moon is going to move into Cancer, as I said, 5 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, U.S. The moon in Cancer is going to trine almost immediately with the sun. And so the moon and the sun are talking, and that's the masculine and the feminine, the balancing of this energy. How can we get things done? So Monday, very highly productive day. You can get a lot of things done. By the time we get into Tuesday, the moon is starting to have some difficult aspects. The moon represents the mother, and it is in its house of home, its own house, the home house of Cancer. And so it's squaring Chiron up in your sign, Aries. And so Aries is the energy of the inner child, of the new beginning, of the self. And so when the moon squares off with the Chiron up there, you may be triggered by things that happened in your childhood that are coming up now. But if you take a look at them, if you pause and you take a look at them and you kind of try to follow the trail down to figure out what triggers you, and then do the healing work, the cutting, the releasing. You have the sword make the change to cut and release, to let go of things that no longer serve you. She's like, you know what? I need to change. I'm going to cut my hair. I want a new attitude is what I just heard. I want a new attitude. So what can you release and cut and let go of? You have the energy of that full moon in your sign still helping you do this. And so there is a need to let this happen. People are going to be a little moody on Tuesday because everybody's under this energy. It's going to be hard to concentrate because we're going to be being triggered. If we can figure out what is triggering us, but what's really nice is this moon is getting some support from Pallas Athena up there in Pisces. And so it's like the ability to do the deep emotional healing is being supported by the sun in Scorpio and Pallas Athena in Pisces. This is a nice little water trine going on here, and it says total submersion. This is going in. It's the whale, and the whale is the ancient energy. It is the stories that we tell ourselves. Why do we tell them to us? Because we were told them when we were little, or we carried them in our DNA or something. So it says, don't be afraid to totally immerse yourself in a project, interest, or goal. Give it 100% of your energy, and you may find what your life has been lacking. Be willing to make the change, to cut loose what doesn't work, and then immerse yourself in what you want. Like, be willing to go for it, because look, you have let your personality shine and your inner desire. So what is this new idea, this creative project that you are interested in? Because it is going to be supported this week as we move forward. So as things get triggered, release them and let them go, and focus on where you're going next, right? Where are you going next? Be willing to do the deep dive. Inner desires. Set some intentions. You are entering a phase of plenty, and you may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Let your personality shine. You have something that no one else has. That makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others. That could be what you release and let go of. And allow your uniqueness to shine through. This full moon was all about remembering who we are as individuals and releasing our need to be the most popular kid in the class. And you need to spread that out, right? Like you don't need to make everybody like you. You need to like yourself. If you like yourself, then you will attract in the right resources, people, opportunities anyway, right? So kind of use that energy. The moon moves into Leo, fellow fire sign, at 5:07 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Thursday. This is a really nice energy for you to work with. But now, I say that, and there's also a little bit of a challenge that comes with it. It is a fire, I mean, it is a T-square. So what we have happening here is we've got the moon in Leo, who emotionally wants to make change, right? Wants to do something. And it is square, it is opposing, it's opposing Uranus, Saturn, and Aquarius. So this is the energy of what is the structure that you are going to create to do this. And honestly, it's about trusting. If you can just trust that the opportunities and the information will come to you, that'll help alleviate that a lot. And how are you going to do that? Because at T-square, the energy where it releases and lets out is in Scorpio sun. And so Scorpio sun is about, hey, let's dive deep, be creative, figure this out, do the healing work, listen to our intuition. So trust yourself to know that the answers that you need are coming. In general, people are being a little stubborn that day. It's not a day to be really out there telling the world what you're planning to do. This is a day, this day, actually this week is kind of like inside work week. Inside work week. Doing the work in truth, inside, and getting ready to allow yourself to shine out there. Yep, inside work. We have the garden of the night. This is where we go in, we pull in, and we listen to ourselves, and we follow our intuition. But look at this. And then you have call forth the waves. This is using the energy of your intuition and your emotional energy to allow you to know what to do next. This is definitely about being in flow. It is so funny that for the fire sign, we got two cards that really represent water. That full moon, and she's definitely in the water. And so this is about you using your intuition to create the win-win, to know what to do next, to know what change you're going to make. What are you going to cut out with your sword of truth? That's what it looks like, right? The sword of truth. So on Saturday, your sign, your ruling planet, of Mars moves into Scorpio, its other domicile. And so this is supportive energy, I think, to really do that deep dive and figure things out and come up with the creative plan. The moon's going to move into Virgo at 2:09 in the afternoon, Eastern Daylight Time. And, yes. Oh, look. In the Earth sign, we got another turtle. This is about you definitely getting into your emotional energy and using it. It's the emotional energy of your intuition. This is willing to go deep in order to manifest and create. And the turtle, it says slow and steady wins the race, but it's definitely one that's swimming. And the turtle is representative in many mythologies of the creation story. And so this is very creative energy. So you have the wombat spirit, which is be at home. Every time I see the wombat, it just makes me smile because here's what a wombat will do. It'll protect its house and home. Like the babies, the cubs, I guess. I don't know. That's what I'm going to call them. When the jackals come calling, she will put her butt out the back of the hole, and so she's cuddling and making and nurturing the children. So this is you taking care of your inner child while the jackals are at the door. And she has no nerve endings in her butt, and she could stay there forever while they're chewing on her. She don't care. She's there taking care of her inner child. Take care of your inner child this week. You have the stag, take the lead. Beautiful energy, using your intuition. See how big those antlers are? They are listening. They are listening for the divine. And then again, another one with antlers. The abundant universe will provide the buffalo spirit. I don't know what's going on, Aries, but you are on the upswing. So it's about time, right? This is good news. So it really looks like a great week. You just need to be willing to touch in with your intuition about what it is you really want to do, and then make the change. Make the change. You're a fire sign, you'll do it. I have confidence in you. All right, your last week. If you haven't had a chance to see it yet, your month for November, your monthly November reading came out, and I'm on Facebook at Moonlit Waters. Come by, say hello, check in. I do a little daily reading. They are definitely different readings than this, but it's about the energy and how to use it more on the day-to-day basis. This feels very about one thing. All right, you guys take good care. I'll talk to you soon.